with his musical legacy, and just so happened that I got to meet Josh for the first time when Kate brought him aboard a riverboat. Yes, I'm a riverboat captain as well. And we restored a riverboat to become a musical platform to travel the river and to bring joy musically to people. And Kate recorded her album with Josh called Reflections on the riverboat. And I would implore you to find that album. I know it's around someplace. We can help you get one, but an incredible recording live in front of 50 guests with the talented Kate and Josh. So, continuing on, talking about family. The Viking family has brought together lots of families over the years, and I would like to recall a story. I was the first of 3 boys raised in Southwest Minneapolis. My younger brother Tim, 18 years my junior, he was the one blessed with, we'll call the sports talent. He was the sports guy in the family. He got to go with my grandfather to the Mount Olivet Men's Breakfast hosted by Sid Hartman. Many of you have probably been at those in the past. I was the person gifted with, we'll call it the musical talents, and to quote a Monty Python term, when asked who I was going to be, it was, "But Father, I want to sing." No. So I was oil and my brother was water growing up. We were at odds quite a bit. Although I do recall a moment where the Vikings brought us together. It was 1980, December 15th. We were watching our Chuck Foreman endorsed Curtis Mathis TV. You will remember. And as my brothers tend to fight a little bit, we were still picking on each other during the game until the final play of the game, when Tommy Kramer tossed the Hail Mary to Ahmad Rashad, winning the game with no time on the clock, clinching the championship, I believe. And next thing you know, my brother and I are embraced, jumping up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. The Vikings brought my brother and I together that day. And so this jersey I'm wearing, I'll tell you more about this later, but at some point I'm walking around with a Sharpie marker. And I'd like the Vikings who are here to sign it, because I'm going to ship it to my brother and say thank you. So I'd like to thank you, Vikings. So let's continue on, shall we? Keeping on our timetable. I'd like to bring up to the stage at this point person to talk about the Act 2 recovery and some hope. Please welcome to the stage Meyer Belkin.
Congratulations on your esteemed career. I feel very honored to be here and share this award ceremony with you. My name is Meyer Belkin, and I'm an addict and an alcoholic. On February 2nd this year, I'll celebrate 5 years of continuous recovery. Thank you. It wasn't always like this. For 42 years, I spent a life in active addiction, and it was on this day, actually, 5 years ago. I was living in a tent encampment at the Quarry Shopping Center. I had sepsis running through my body. I had one shoe, and a lot of regret and shame from the course that my addiction had taken me down. It was through the gift of desperation and incarceration that I began my recovery journey. I spent 5 years incarcerated, during which time I connected with surrender, and I was able to connect with my higher power, God, as I know Him. And it was through that connection that I decided that I had to do something different, but I didn't know what that was. And so upon leaving incarceration, I went to an organization called New Way, where I did inpatient treatment. And this is where the 30 Day Foundation came into my life and was key to what transpired next. I was graduating, I was a model student in treatment, senior peer, all of it. I really gave 100% dedication to remaining sober and changing my life and remaining open to people that wanted to help me with that. I was upon graduation, I had 2 days to go. I was graduating to the platform of inpatient treatment or outpatient treatment with housing, and I had obtained a sober house, but I didn't have the sober house deposit. And at that time, I'd burned every bridge in my life, with my family, my friends. I had nobody to turn to for that $150 deposit. Excuse me. The last 2 days before I was being discharged from treatment, I spent in anguish, and I actually started to think about what were my alternatives if I couldn't come up with that deposit money. And the alternatives were I could go couch surf back with the old crowd of people, thinking, the deluded thinking, that I would be able to survive couch surfing in drug-infested homes without actually picking up. Because I didn't want to use it anymore, but I needed housing, and it was cold out. It was in the last hour of the last day that I had received an email from Mick and his team at 30 Day Foundation, and they said, we'll pay you $150 deposit. That day changed my life. That $150, as small of a gift as it was, changed the trajectory of my life. And what it afforded me was chapter 2 of my recovery journey, which afforded me enough time to sustain enough sobriety that I was able to continue on and live a better life and be a productive member of this community that we live in. Since then, I graduated outpatient treatment, straight A student, and I decided that I wanted to open a recovery residence business, having had lived in sober housing and seen some things that I thought might be serve residents better. What I found as my solution, I view addiction in my own self as a spiritual flu. And like physical flu has an antidote, an antibiotic. For me, my spiritual flu, the antidote is connection to community, and now purpose through that connection to community. And so I've chased that ever since I got out, and it's benefited me and many people around me in various ways. I started my first sober house in May of 2020 during COVID, and I've now grown to 9 properties serving 108 people in early recovery. Nick had said, it doesn't always work out, but what is different about us than what is other companies is that when people have a return to use, when people have a struggle, we try to surround them with a community and some accountability, and we reset them rather than send them back out to the community to start that whole cycle over. And as a result of that, it's reported to me by the treatment centers I partner with that recidivism in my houses is about 50% less than other sober house companies. And so I'll take that. We are an organization that embodies service, and that is, I have to say, in part due to the work that the 30 Day Foundation has provided the community, and I've seen that firsthand. I've decided to jump on the boat of that, and we now operate 9 properties, and at each property we offer a scholarship bed to any resident that graduates intensive outpatient and wants to continue their journey into higher education. That is being utilized by 9 people that we actually have enrolled in college, and they're all doing very, very well, and I'm very proud of that. We also provide wraparound services to provide that gap in services, and I want to just talk about that for a second, and then I'll let you guys get back to your celebration. When when people initially are leaving incarceration or inpatient treatment platform, the first 72 hours that they're out is very crucial. And it is my purpose and it is my mission with my team that work with me to provide people with as many resources as we can. Food insecurity is real, clothing insecurity, hygiene, all of those things. If you don't have them and you're used to survival and you're used to surviving in the moment, you're gonna go over to the north side and see Pookie and get a bag of dope to sell so that you can have your needs met. And so it's our intention to intervene and to provide people with those resources. And that is why circling back to Mick, that he is crucial and key to the success of people in early recovery because of those micro grants that he writes. Again, I'm just going to tell you that the $150 I received literally changed the trajectory of my life. And every morning when I thank God for my purpose in my life, I also thank the 30 Day Foundation. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it.
Moving along, I'd like to now introduce Opportunity CSI to talk about the 30 Day Foundation. Please welcome to the floor James Rhodes to talk about Opportunity CSI.
I didn't know you were speaking. Right.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rose Cooper. I was supposed to be here today with James, but he traveled to Cameroon. I'm with Opportunity Community Services. We help people with low income and people with disability find and keep housing. And I'm shivering because it's something that is so personal. We're originally from Cameroon. We're immigrants. And coming to America was a dream that I only saw on TV how things are happening in America. But one thing that I did not know is that there are homeless people in America. So one night, very cold winter, we had a homeless man knock on our door. And we didn't know what to do. There's a cultural difference. It's not easy to just open your door for a stranger to come in, but it's very normal in Cameroon. You can open the door, come in, eat food, leave the next day, or you spend days, but here it's different. So my husband called the neighbor, I'm like, there's somebody at my door, I think it's a homeless man. What should I do? And he said, no, don't let him in. How sure are you that this person is a homeless man? But coming from where we're coming from, he let this man in, he spent the night on the couch, and the next morning he left. That got him thinking, what can I do to help in any way that I can to a country that has given me so much? And then he worked, back then he worked at the Ramsey County Child Protection Unit. He went to work the next day, spoke to his supervisor and said, well, you know, there's so many services out there that you can start that can help these people. And he talked about relocation service coordination, which is moving people from institution and finding them housing out in the community. So he started that research there, and we started our first service to help people find housing in 2013. That made me to realize so many things. In a country where it's the richest country in the world, there's so many people that are homeless. And throughout the process, one time I went to a nursing home to do an intake for somebody that was looking for housing. And he said, oh, you can't find me a house. Why do you think my lawyer has been trying for 10 years and he can't find me a place to live? took me 6 months to find me a place. I said, well, your lawyer is a lawyer, but I'm specialized to find housing. And I went there multiple times and he wouldn't, even listen to me. So I went to the social worker and I said, okay, where is the pain? What does he need the most? He said he doesn't have any income. I said, okay, we'll start from there. And we helped him apply for general assistance, which is $2 or $3 a month. And he was very happy because he didn't have anything. Then he let us, when we finally found him housing, he didn't have anything. He was afraid that I've been so homeless for so long. I might go in here, I'll mess things up. I don't know what to do. I don't have security deposit. I don't have anything. And when I went back to the office, we were talking, and one of our staff said, oh, there's 30-day foundation. I'm like, what is that? So my staff educated me on what 30-day foundation is. They help that person with security deposit. We put services around him that he could use to sustain his unit, and he's thriving in the community. And I don't know how much I can express the work that he does, but I think he painted a very great picture. Imagine losing everything, and you have nowhere, nobody to turn to, and you have this person come in to be that savior. It is difficult sometimes to, understand the stories or the people that you meet, what they go through. Like Katie said, you meet somebody, you don't know what they're going through. Some of them don't know how to express that. But having the resources or having somebody that knows where those resources are goes a very long way to help. So today, as you hear, don't give a donation because you have too much. Give a donation because you've heard the stories and you feel it in your heart that is going somewhere to help. Because it goes a very long way, I can tell you. I was a medical assistant too when I came in. I had my first baby. My insurance was through a medical assistant. That's not all. There's so many people. Like they said, Nick is not just one person that is helping, it's a whole group of people. And it changes a lot of lives every day. And at our annual event this year, we have an employee gala event. It's a culture, the giving culture is the one that we instill in our employees, because every year we pick one charity event that has helped us fulfill our mission to help these people. And the first time I met Nick was at that event this year, and we were very grateful, and the staff were very grateful to meet the person that has done so much, has helped us so much to fulfill our mission of helping these people. So thank you, Nick, for what you do. We're grateful.
Goodness. I've called the 30 Days Foundation a conduit charity because it really doesn't matter who gets the credit as long as something gets done. And if nobody knows we're involved, that's completely fine. Things need to get done, and we have easily over 60 different charities that reach out to us across the state to help their clients. Their clients, when they're with an agency has a charter, they do this. But sometimes their clients need more than what they do. They can't do it. They want to help. They'd love to, but that's not their charter. That's why the 30 Days Foundation is a conduit charity. We can do things that other charities can't because we can move. We can help. We can do a little thing that they can't do, and I love that. The only reason that we can do these things is because people have assisted our efforts to make that so. And I want to acknowledge 4 entities that are here today that have helped us. And John, I'm not exactly sure everything. You got to tell me which is the first one. We'll do that one first. Yeah. Lisa Carboni, where are you? Is Lisa Carboni? Lisa Carboni. 12 years ago, a company called Higher Standards was the only company that bought a foursome for the first golf event to raise money for the 30 Days Foundation. Just one foursome. Dick Carboni became a champion to me in many, many ways. Higher Standards has been with us since day one. The Legacy Lifetime Award, ladies and gentlemen, representing Higher Standards. Have a nice round of applause for Lisa Carboni. My high school friend, we did summer drama together at Cooper High School, not because we had to go to summer school, we just wanted to hang out with our teacher and do drama. And we went to Plymouth Junior High School together, and years ago, when I started 30 Days, I asked if Todd could help us, and Todd said, well, I have an idea. And his idea was to create a golf event to raise funds for the 30 Days Foundation. And for nearly 10 years, the Brokers Cup in Eden Prairie has raised funds for the 30 Days Foundation every year. I want to award the Legacy Award to Todd Hanson and Brokers Cup. Todd, please stand up wherever you are. Thank you, Todd. Todd Hanson, Brokers Cup. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Nancy. The DeVolis family was introduced to me by a board member of ours now named Joe Loftus. Diane and John came to one of my shows in the Chanhassen, and they heard me talking about the 30 Days Foundation, and they had tragically lost both of their sons, and we share that in common. It's a terrible club to be in. And they would do a golf event every year at St. Thomas to raise funds and to honor their boys. And they heard me talk about the 30 Days Foundation, and they decided that what they heard was what they needed to hear. And because of Joe, and because of these lovely, lovely people, the DeVolis Golf event has raised funds for us for nearly 10 years, also in the Eden Prairie area. And I wanted to honor you both. They're very special to me. Ladies and gentlemen, the DeVolis Golf event, the Legacy Award to John and Diane DeVolis. I'd like to do one more award, and then John and I are going to wrap it up. So, for some reason, the South Metro area has been a huge supporter of the 30 Days Foundation. Grant Shear, Corey T. Waltz, Griff Davenport, Mark Hotzler, Brackets Crossing Country Club. We did an event called the Stroke of Luck Golf event there, which I have to say, I have to give myself a pat on the back. How many people have done golf events before? How many people have done them? You've been to them, but I bet you've never been to one. You know, there's always closest to the hole, longest drive, all that stuff. My competition was best golf tantrum. And it was hysterical. We would videotape these people, and they'd break clubs, and it was a really fantastic thing. And then I did it the next year, and then everyone's swearing, everyone, hey, this isn't a Tarantino film. I'm running a charity here. So I had to stop it, but it was great. I want to honor, I'm calling this the Brackets Crossing Coalition. Since nearly day one, Brackets Crossing has been a huge supporter. Sarah, Steve, Tim, everybody here at Brackets Crossing has been wonderful. I would like to award the 30 Days Foundation Legacy Award to Tim Roche of Brackets Crossing. We're so grateful that you took the time in your busy schedules to come and see us. John, I'm going to have John Bennett, our board chair, explain why these sheets are out there, why these pens are there, why these QR codes are there, and the big envelope is on your table.
Before I do, I'd like to congratulate Dennis Ryan one more time. What a wonderful contribution. 47 years as a football fan. By my quick math, I would have to imagine that you've helped over 5,000 people perform at the highest level of competition in the National Football League. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. And I know that there's a number of people in the room that are here because of you as well. I mean, the stars, the all-stars, the NFL players are here to pay tribute to you, and as well as our good friends at nonprofits. We're learning all about giving today, which is why you're here, and I'm grateful that you came because I know you've done this as a favor to me, a favor to Mick, and a tribute to Mr. Dennis Ryan. So before you have a number of opportunities to give to the organization for the 30 Days Foundation. You've seen some great opportunities, some great stories. I hope we've been able to touch your heart and move you in a direction that's going to allow you to put a life of service in front of you and give people a second chance. I'm delighted to be here. I'm excited for the outcome of this event. We put this together in 7 weeks, and in record form, Mick Sterling performance, we did an all-star job. Can we give a round of applause to Mick?
Both John Bennett and I are deaf, ladies and gentlemen. Before I let you go, I want to make sure that we get photos. This is a pretty fancy schmancy backdrop, and Neil Schloner, one of the finest photographers, is here. We would love to document. Don't leave without getting a photo, please. We would love this. I answer hundreds of emails every week. 500 to 700 emails every week. I want to acknowledge the board of directors that are here. Please stand. The board of directors of the 30 Days Foundation that are here. Heidi, Dan, Lori, Joe Payne. Dan, nice to see you. Thank you so much. We're here for a reason today, and I'm not going to be unabashed about it. I can answer all kinds of emails, and the more funds I have to work with to help people is so much better than saying no. I hate saying no. Even if somebody asks for something larger than what we can do, maybe we can do something else. Maybe we can help with that $750 request, but maybe we can help with the next cell bill of $125. It's something. And believe me, people, the people that reach out to us, we're like, I call us, we're like an online bartender. We don't meet people. There's no office for us. Everything is through email. And sometimes people will go, I need help with rent. Sentence done. Most times, it's at least 10 to 20 paragraphs. From day one, people have trusted this concept. They don't know me. They've trusted this concept. Something about the anonymity of just being able to say what you need to say to get it off your chest in this way, it works. So I'm here today to ask you if you can help us in a way that you feel is worthy of what we do. We are very grateful to take it, and we are very grateful to accept it today. However you can do it, in that envelope, in the recurring slip, whatever you donate, put in that big envelope on your table before you leave. We want to change lives. We want to change trajectories. We want to tell people that we get you. We get it. Because we've all been there. We have been there. And that's what the 30 Days Foundation does. I feel this is a very pivotal event for this charity. We want to do great things. We don't want to be gigantic. We just want to do great things. And with all these people like Rose and Meyer and all of these great charities that reach out to us, we want to be in the game. These charities want us to continue. We help them, and it's an honor to help them. I have no idea why I started this thing. Not a clue. I am not nearly as smart to run this thing. This is completely out of my hands. I just know I have to do this. I can do it. God bless you for coming. If you can help us before you leave, please do. This is where to donate on the table. QR codes, checks, cash, put everything you donate in the manila envelope in the middle of the table. God bless you for coming. Get a photo. Thank you for helping the 30 Years Foundation and coming to the Legends Breakfast. Thank you, Dennis Ryan. God bless you, Vikings. Thank you so much.